EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Washington football team and the Arizona Cardinals. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
And Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game, how about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Damon Harrison gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Escaping the pressure right. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
On first and goal, Drake. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Murray on the option. He'll give it to Drake. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Kenyon Drake with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Cardinals 14, Washington nothing.
And McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Their own 32-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Haskins to throw it. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin, 64 yards. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
25-yard line.
Throwing again. Murray. Flushed out right. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. Steps away to his left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. 12 yards there and a first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. It's a foot race. 30. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, and the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Montez Sweat. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
It's now 3rd down.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. From the gun, Murray, flush to his right. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
On 1st down, Gibson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. 22 yards there, a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Thomas. Touchdown.
A 24-yard touchdown. And Washington has taken the lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And some room to roam now. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
That's good.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
50-yard line.
Here's Murray. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now give that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Murray trying again after the pick six. His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
And he finds the tight end, Reed. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Murray. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Cliff Kingsbury, part of that new breed of head coaches, and his guys are going to go for it. They'll try and run the option. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. 14 yards, and the Cardinals draw a bit closer. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field, and of course for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. No, let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. Throwing on first down is Murray. That'll be caught right side by Reed. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray buying time to his left. And that's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Murray. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity to push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Haskins looking deep for Gabriel. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike around, check Mike around. Focus, defense, focus.
Shotgun now from Murray. Dancing to his left. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On play action, it's Murray. Throw left side is complete to Reed. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Cardinals first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Hey, we got four down. Hey, check Mike 33, check Mike 33. Get ready. Boys. Check 33.
Throwing again, Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 8 yards out. And the Cardinals have broken the tie.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, you see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Taken about 7 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the first down sack. Haskins eluding the pressure right. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. But Washington looked to get this one back, and indeed they did. They will still have possession. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Murray. And he comes back with one complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 31, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Operating from the gun, Murray. Forced out to his left. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
At the 22-yard line.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Murray. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 yards there. 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Murray's going to yield to Drake on the option. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Being chased out left. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And a Washington first down.
They find some open field here. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, 39 yards. And Washington able to make this a close game again.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Coming to you, coming to you. Mike, check 33, 33. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, check Larry. Check Mike 33. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Mike, check 33, 33. Coming. Hey, shift.
Play fake. Murray. Out to the left here to Reed. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
One quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push. And what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
On first down, Drake. And he's got some space here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 36. Operating from the gun, Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Push him back. Switch. Switch. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Undercrunch. 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 Bang, 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 bang. Bang, bang.
On first down, it's Drake. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Check 4, check 4. Check 31, check 31. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Motion, motion, motion.
Murray's going to keep it. He'll have a first down inside the 10. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth.
25, check 25, check 25. Hey, switch gears. Big air, big air, big air.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the Cardinals are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Watch twist. Shit. Watch the shit. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist, twist. Under 10, under 10, 10. Switch, switch. Check safety, check safety.
They'll try again with Drake. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
It's now third and goal.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
This is it. This is it.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it third and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jalen Thompson picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
They stay on the ground with Drake. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Got to do better.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Watch the run. Shit.
They'll run on 1st down. Drake. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw it, Murray. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Chase Young just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Their coaching staff, they were pretty adamant beginning of the year. Our goal is to get to the Super Bowl. Well, they made it to the playoffs. That's part 1, but they fall a little bit short.
And to me, once again, it exemplifies just how difficult it is to not just make the playoffs, but to win games in the playoffs. So you can set your goals high, but if anything is off during that time, you have some key injuries or you just don't play well, you get a bad matchup where that team just has better strength than you in certain areas, this is how it ends. So I don't